Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Above the Bar podcast, where each week we belly up to the bar with a new guest, find out what they do, who they are, and what makes them great. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alrighty, folks, it's your host, Sean. As you can see, I'm by myself right now. Hopefully, our guest will make it here on shortly. Just sent him a message. But if you get a chance, you definitely got to check out Andre Paradis, Project Equinox. Very interesting guy. But in the meantime, we are going to go ahead and go live here and see where he's at. We are live. Let's see. I'm sending him a quick message. All right. So we are live making it happen. But before we get too far into it, let's go ahead and take care of some of those common housekeeping things. Like, as always, folks, over my right shoulder, it's the big board for Sticker and a Cause. This is where you have an opportunity. You can reach out to us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, Instagram, anywhere you can find anything under the sun that we've put our name on. You reach out, let me know what you got going. I'll give you the address where to send it to. You send me that information. We'll read about you live here on the air. Won't cost you a single dime. So as always, folks, Sticker and a Cause, go ahead and send something up to us. If you're just logging in and checking things out, please ask any questions. It's going to be a little bit of a quiet night until our guest gets on. If he doesn't make it on, we'll come up with something here for an hour to listen to me chitty chat about. I can always come up with some kind of a topic. But speaking of topics, we have our sponsors, Budget Blinds of East Greenbush and Budget Blinds of Hudson and Coxsackie, New York. Who's that? Give me the thumbs up. Kristen, thank you. Kristen, you may have to jump on here with me. My guest ain't made it yet. I'm going to make you come on here with me. But as always, folks, you know what, Kristen, you might come on just so we can talk politics for a minute. I wouldn't mind doing that. But as always, here with our get sponsors, Budget Blinds of East Greenbush and Budget Blinds of Hudson and Coxsackie, New York. They are America's #1 window treatment company, largest in the country, handling everything from shutters, drapes, blinds, you name it. They have it all in there. And if you let them know that you're there to belly up to the bar, they're going to go ahead and take good care of you, hooking you up with 15% off your entire order. That's Budget Blinds of East Greenbush and Budget Blinds of Hudson and Coxsackie, New York. Let's see who's still hanging out with me here. So we got one on Facebook and one on Twitch. Where are you at there, Kristen? I'm gonna make you come on here and hang out with me. She disappeared on me already. Well, while we're waiting here, let's see what's been going on in the world. I don't know if anyone's been watching the Olympics, but I don't know how you can not watch the Olympics. It is absolutely my most favoriteest thing in the world when it comes around. I think I like the summer games more than I like the winter games. Where are we at here? The U.S. leading in medals, 27 gold, 35 silver, 32 bronze, 94 in total. The closest behind us being China with 65, and then Australia and France. You know, I gotta tip our hats, but I have to say, as I'm looking, and I'd love to get some people's opinions on this, what their thoughts are about this one in particular. So U.S. athletes really get barely anything for winning gold medals. They get the recognition, you get to represent your country. I got it. I understand all those things. But if you look at some of the awards that other countries are handing out to their athletes, I don't know what the exact number is, but I think it's Singapore. What do athletes, let's see, what do athletes get for winning gold? Yeah, there it is. What do athletes get for winning gold? So I was looking some of this up, and it's actually pretty wild, the numbers here. And I want to get some opinions if you're out listening right now. What do you should we hook up American athletes better for winning gold, or whatever? I mean, you're representing the country overseas, showing the world what we're able to do. But it says here the U.S. and Paralympic Committee pays American athletes who bring home the gold $37,500, a silver $27,500, and bronze $15,000. Those payouts are up from 2016, which was $25,000, $15,000, and $10,000. I guess a little bit of cost of inflation increases. Now, all that being said, if you take a look, Hong Kong and Singapore offer the highest payouts by far for Olympic winners. A gold medalist from Hong Kong hits the podium, gets $768,000, and a gold medalist from Singapore $745,000. Like, that's insane to me. Why we don't take care of our athletes in the same way? Uh, I don't know, Shane. What's the Philippines? I have to, if you know what the Philippines number is, you have to tell me, because this article I'm reading right now, this one was talking about like South Korea medals are awarded an additional uh, 43,000. Let's just say South Korea offers perhaps the most unique. The country requires men to serve 18 to 21 months of compulsory military, but an Olympic medalist receives an exemption. South Korean medalists uh, pensions in addition. They get a pension in addition to the prize money. I don't know what this means. 63 million Korean won. I don't. I think that's wrong, but $43,280 for gold. Uh, that's insane. Like, they're getting pension plans for it, and somehow here in the U.S., ours just like, because I mean, look, we have to have Flavor Flav supporting our athletes so that they don't have to work 3 jobs for the women's water polo team. That's just wild to me. The fact that we can't take care of our athletes in that way. Oh shit. Shane says the Filipino, did he win? What did he win gold in? I'll have to look and see what the Filipino won. But he's getting a condo and over 2 million in cash. Now, is that, I don't know what form of currency the Filipino uh money is, but I mean, is that 2 million Filipino or is that 2 million American? Oh, he's a gymnast and he won gold. And probably by the end of the year, he'll be the new singer for Journey. They just swap out Filipino singers over there. But I mean, it's wild to me that we don't take care of our athletes. And I think the pole vaulter from France, even though he did not win, should be the most well-paid athlete out there. That pole vaulter from France should get everything he ever wants and probably will, by at least multiple inches. I'm going to leave it at that. He's going to get it all and then some. Well, as you can see, folks, we're still waiting on our guest. If you get a chance, look, not sure what happened to him. Andre is a good dude. Look, is there, like, he's got to do an OnlyFans pole vaulting site or something, Shane. I'm 100% with you on that. You can check out Project Equinox. That was equinox.net. That was our guest, Andre, that was supposed to be on. I'm not sure what happened to him. He was advertising this one around, but if you got questions, you got things that you're wondering about, popular topics, anything, hit me up. Let me know what you got going on there, and we'll see what we can do for you, what we can make happen tonight. I'm free. If you want to come on live, let me know, and I'll send you the link. This will be one of those days where we just let the guests, where the chips fall where they may, and everybody gets to be a guest. We've done this in the past where things didn't work out, guests didn't make it. So you tell me, and anybody can be a guest tonight. Shane, you want to go be a guest tonight? We can talk about the world of employment if you want. You tell me. We'll make it happen tonight. What else is going on? So that pole vaulter. Who's more impressive though out of the Olympics? I want to get an opinion poll here for those that are watching it. Is it the Turkish assassin or the pelvic assassin from France, the pole vaulter? Which one is more impressive? The Turkish assassin from the shooting or the French pelvic assassin from the pole vaulting? I'm curious right there. Dun, dun, dun. What else is we got going on here? Here's one if you're in New York. So I like politics. I don't care. This is my show. I get to talk about it. I'm curious how many people feel that RFK, there's 6 of us watching right now. Let's get your opinion, all 6 of you. Make sure you're liking and sharing and pushing this out. I'm curious of the 6 of you. Does anyone think that RFK should be on the ballot? Should he get his chance to on the ballot here in New York? They're fighting tooth and nail to keep him off the ballot here in New York. And I think that's crazy to me that anybody would be taken off the ticket, but get some opinions there, get some thoughts. Bueller, anyone? Shane, if you're out there still, someone. I love it. These are my favorite days, folks. This is when I find out if I'm really good at what I do, or I'm just really good at asking questions. We are drinking a little bit of Bib and Tucker for tonight. I like this Bib and Tucker. It's got a very that's what I'm saying, Shane. Let the guy run. You know what I think most people would he should have a chance when the that's what I'm saying, Aunt Ellen. Or Eileen. God, I said Ellen. And Eileen. I'm curious though, how many people realize that he's not an independent, he's not a Republican, he's a Democrat. Like he refers to himself as a Kennedy Democrat or a classic Democrat, but he's a Democrat. You know what, Denise? I don't know. Can he take the city though? That's a great question. Do you think that Trump could take New York? Um, I'll listen to any and all opinions on that. I think we here in upstate we're a little jaded because it's very heavily most people when you get into the more rural communities are very uh Trumpsters, but I'm gonna say the 9 million people in New York City probably aren't voting that way. For those of you that yes, he has he, he might have Wall Street's money, but I don't know if he's got the voting populace down there. Look up the Paralympics and the wheelchair rugby is a thing. I'm curious. And look, folks, for those of you that are still popping on, make sure you're liking and sharing. I appreciate those things. That's how this conversation keeps going. I guess I have to look up. That's a thing. Wheelchair rugby. I like the women's rugby um, here recently that got the bronze. Took out who was it, Brazil or somebody like that they shouldn't have beat, but in the last moments they won it. And you got to go follow the one woman from the U.S. Olympic team for rugby. She is absolutely hilarious on TikTok. All of her videos are about her looking for dates and the dating pool for her over there. So what am I looking up here, Nate? Wheelchair rugby. Am I just looking up photos? Wheelchair rugby developed in Canada. I'm not surprised. The Canadians come up with some wild stuff. Like I guess when you're that cold and you're snowed in for a while, you just come up with stuff. But it was developed in Canada in the 1970s by athletes with quadriplegia. I've never heard it referred to as quadriplegia. Let's see. It's one of a few sports where women and men play on the same team. So it's interesting. So women and men on the same team for that. Ooh, I tell you, that's gotta be I feel like I've seen it before. Like, don't they use like reinforced wheelchairs or something like that? I don't know. Let's see. See if I can find like some video of this. I don't want it to play over the mic or nothing. Um Tokyo 2020. I don't you guys hear that? Call it murder ball? You guys tell me if you guys can hear it. I can hear it on my headphones, but I don't know if it's coming through for everybody else to hear. New York versus Australia, murder ball. These wheelchairs, wow, they don't even like the wheels built in. They definitely they look like something out of doggone um interesting. They look like something out of Mad Max, but they can sneak up behind each other and put it on the back of somebody's wheelchair. The whole thing's moving. All right, I'll give you this one. This this is a heck of a sport. But back to my original thing. So we Denise thinks that Trump can take New York. I don't think he can take New York. Um, and I'm more curious why I'm just curious of people's opinions of RFK. And should he be on the ballot? I saw on the national news, it wasn't like one of these silly little, fake newses, or we created a news channel 2 weeks earlier, that he's actually polling with Ross Perot numbers. The guy's got that kind of traction going, uh, that he's running alongside of RFK. RFK has, let's see, Ross Perot. I can't spell tonight. Perot numbers. Let's see if it'll come up for me. Yeah. Torn of negative. He's getting negative headlines. We know that. Biden drops. RFK Jr. flops. Let's see. Where was it at? Can't find it. I just saw it, but let's see if I can pull it up this way. RFK numbers. Let's see. But I'll have to look through it. It's hard to look through it while talking to everybody, but definitely I'm curious what some people's opinions are. Here's one. This was an older one. Biden versus Trump versus RFK poll. This was a while back, obviously. When was this poll? He was lower, but God, I mean, the guy was still getting. What's interesting is he takes from the Biden camp, which I know they don't want that around here because he's very, very like things that most of them don't want to hear anything about. But interesting guy. I like his numbers. What else we got going on here? Anything else going on in New York or in the globe? Just got back from San Diego. I'm going to tell everybody. It is the world's most vanilla place. I'm going to highly recommend you don't go to San Diego other than to visit. Beautiful weather. The weather was amazing. Can't say anything bad about the weather, but I've never been to a place where more of everything looks exactly the same. There is no difference in any building at all, anywhere in San Diego. Everything is Spanish Tudor. Everything is beige. Somehow they managed to have 10 and 12 lane highways and still be in bumper to bumper traffic. And when you get up to where you're like, oh, this must be where whatever's going on, there's nothing there. It's absolutely, I can't understand why anyone wouldn't be there. It is definitely a wild ass place. Out of curiosity, since we've switched topics, because it didn't seem like anybody else wanted to talk about politics with me, we got a little bit of Olympics with murder ball, which is absolutely hilarious to me. But has anybody ever went to a place that everybody else said was absolutely amazing? Everyone should live there. This is incredible. And then you got there and you were like, this place sucks. This is not what I was expecting. San Diego's always been that place for me. Even at my time in the Marine Corps, I showed up in San Diego and it was the May grays and the June glooms and nothing else going on but those things. And everybody else was like, this place is absolutely incredible and amazing. And why wouldn't I want to be there? And for me, it was never those things. It was always crapola. Let's see here. Well, who's out there listening, watching? There's 6 of you. Who is it? Help me out here. Because one of you is coming on here live with me. Let's see. I'm going to text Kristen because I wanted to talk to her. Dun, 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 dun. Kristen, don't run away. Let's see. Are you available to come on? Let's see. Who else is out there that we could reach out to? Let's see here. This is one of those days, folks. I'm just trying to fill an hour. I'm going to fill it whether I know it. And I know most of you are just enjoying, like, man, this guy just can ramble for one full hour. I'm also looking for a golf cart if anybody's selling a golf cart. Man, who's out there that I can reach out to that would like to come on and just chat for a moment? Let's see what Isaiah is doing. Isaiah Gill, what is he doing? Let's see, Gill. Let's call Isaiah, folks. We're going to call Isaiah Gill. See what he's doing. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see if he answers.
Has been forwarded to
Oh,
voicemail.
no Isaiah.
The person you're trying to reach is not.
He says, "Can I call you later?" No, I was going to bring you live on air. Let's see. Wonder who else we got out there. Who else is out there? Somebody name somebody that I might have their number. We can just bring them on here live. Denise, you want to come back on? Tell me now. I'll bring you right back on. We'll talk about training. We said we were going to do it. So here's our chance. Oh, man, I'm working right now. Let's see. Eileen, like you're rambling and I like San Diego, but no way I could live her. Well, thank you, Aunt Eileen. And Eileen, I have to send you some pictures here soon. Things are growing quite well. All my garlic is hanging up also. Yeah, San Diego was fun to visit. We took the youngest to go see the zoo. He got to see the gorillas. He is in love with gorillas. But I'll tell you, if you've never seen a gorilla up close, personal, live, doing what gorillas do, um, that is one of those kind of things that I can't quite describe to you as all striking as the size, like just sheer size of an animal. And they are all caked up. Like like you can't even imagine. Like gorillas do the best set of squats of any animal in the world. They're just amazing. Uh we are live now. Let's see. Who else am I thinking of? Wonder what Patrick's doing. Really don't have any good coverage too. All good. Let's see. Who am I thinking of? Somebody name somebody that's been a past guest that we might be able to reach out to. Let's see. No. Let's see. That's not going to work. Let's try. I'm having one of those moments where I can't think of anyone right now. Let's see what Keith. Do I have Keith Irish's number? No, I don't have Keith Irish's number. Let's see. Keith's another great one. Go check out Punk is a Doornail. They're an amazing punk rock band. Great bunch of guys. Let's see if we can get a hold of Aunt Rose. Wonder what she's doing. No crazy Aunt Rose. She's not available. And Eileen, you might be the next on the list. I'm just gonna bring you on live. Let you make it happen. Let's see. Let's see here. We can talk all about Montana and the land that God forgot, the open plains and frozen tundra, a place where cows freeze to death. She said, "Oh no." Yeah, listen. You just got to make your star debut at some point. Listen. What's the worst that's going to happen at this point? We just hang out. You know, we'll just hang out and we'll just tell stories. Wonder what let's see here. Wonder what my brother is doing. Let's try that one. Let's see what he's doing. If y'all didn't know it, I found out a couple months ago I have a brother. What are you doing? Let's see. I have a brother. Not tonight anyway. Oh, come on. Don't be scared. This is how this whole thing works for me and Eileen. People don't show up, things don't work out. We just make it happen. I'm trying to think of who else that I used to have all kinds of people that I could just reach out to. I always like when everybody's like, "Hey, you know, I'll jump on with you anytime." And then I can never remember who's told me this, or it's so last minute that they're like, "Nah, I ain't got time right now." So your mouth hurts. Oh, well, you know what to do to make it feel better. Little chiba chiba, fix you right on up. I love like here's one for you. Never look up anything on Facebook, especially not on Facebook Marketplace, where you're like, hey, this could be something interesting. And because the next thing you know, I knew it. And if your mouth hurts, it can't be edibles. Because what I've learned from all this is as soon as you start, what's going on here? As soon as you start looking anything up on there, I get more things coming to me now that I'm like, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of what that is. And it's pretty incredible to me. And I'm like, this is all some crazy garbage here. So let's see, who can we send a message to that we are friends with that might come on. Hey Nate, if you're still out there, reach out to Patrick, see what he's doing right now. I just want somebody to talk to on here. I have one of my moments. Oh, let's see. We're gonna have to change the name of this one too to random off the cuff thoughts that I have. Let's see here. How do you even find them? Where? I guess would it be followers? Is that what I'm looking for? Is that the right term? Let's see. What are you doing, Denise? You want to come on? Because I'll send you the link. We're watching TV. I need a podcast guest. Want to jump in. I'll send the link on Facebook. We have 30 minutes. Let's see. Let's see what my brother says. My brother just responded. Let's see if he's willing to jump on here. In a minute here, I'm just going to drop the link on the Facebook page and just see who starts popping up. That's next on my list. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I go through these spells. This has been a tough month. I don't know what's going on. Had a couple people. Oh, look at that. We're gonna invite him. Messenger. Reload the page. Nope. So let's go to copy. Let's go to Facebook. Well, folks, you get to meet my brother. This will be interesting. Let's see how far this one gets us. And let's see here. Justin. There he is. Justin Wayne. All right. The link has been sent. Just so you all are aware, this is pretty much a show exclusive. I'm sure who is your guest going to be. You click the link in your Facebook Messenger. Let's see if that works. I don't know if there's any other way I can send it to him. I guess I could probably send it this way. Let's see if I can send it this way. He's like, who's going to be the guest? You're the guest. Since the other one didn't show, which is weird. And I feel for the guy because typically anybody who like advertises the show and make sure that they let people know what's up, they're pretty good about making sure they show up. This is a pretty unique situation here. So let's see here. Click that link, Justin. Let's see. You don't often do I get people that don't show up that do advertising. That's just not a common practice. But it happens. It happens. Let's see. Send him the link. This should be interesting. He's probably looking at it going, I ain't clicking that shit. Oh, well. So what do you think here, Aunt Eileen? Brother, never knew I had. I'm born in 76. He's born in 71. Never knew we were brothers. Matter of fact, the craziest thing to me was just the fact that he his stepbrother, who he's got the same last name as, was a guy I went to high school with and sat at the lunch table with for 4 years. Had no idea who he was. Like that we had no idea that like his brother or his stepbrother was my actual brother. And going that way for years. We should do an episode just of people who've had things from 23andMe or Ancestry that have come up in their lives that otherwise, traditionally, these things would have just faded away, 15, 20 years ago. These things would have faded away. Nobody would have ever had a look. He's calling me. What are you doing? Click on the link. Come on the show.
I'm trying to do it, and I just can't. I can't open it. It's not when I click on it. It's not opening.
What do you mean when you click on? Listen, you're live. I have you right up on the mic right now. Which one are you?
God.
Which link are you clicking on? The one I sent you on Facebook or the one I sent you on your phone?
Facebook.
All right. I also texted it to your phone.
Let me try to do it. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Come on.
Okay.
Click on it.
I was clicking. Okay. Check. It says link. Okay. There is that. Okay.
I'll know if you made it because it'll pop up on my. You'll pop up on my screen. Get away from me, cat.
Okay, now let me see if I can get there.
Listen, folks, you're getting like the real backstage stuff right now. This is how you have to like. Oh well, so you should click on it. It just says entering the studio, and it loads it, and then it asks for your display name, and then enter
something or another.
So put your display name in.
Just put stream yard sale guest.
What's it say?
StreamYard sale guest.
StreamYard. Yes, that's you. This is the website. It's called StreamYard.
Okay. And then just hit get. Okay, I got to get the app. Okay.
There's no app. You just click on that.
Oh, it says download the app. It says get.
It says download the app.
Yeah, I got an iPhone though.
I got an iPhone.
It's asking me to download something.
I've never had it download. This is hilarious. This is getting everyone watching. Listen, folks, you're getting, this is entertainment right here. This is real live TV. Podcasting is when you try to get someone who is just trying to sit and watch whatever Wheel of Fortune or whatever old people do, to have them, because he's way older than me. He's like my way older brother. I just want you all to understand that.
Maybe you're going to see me on Sunday.
Well, I'll see you on Sunday, but will you see me? That's the real question.
If I have my phone.
We'll take pictures and then have to zoom in on. See, this makes no sense to anyone right now. Look, this is StreamYard 101, Nathan. Absolutely StreamYard 101. It's really making you download an app. Is there a StreamYard app now? Like,
it must be because of this. It's asking me for my passcode and everything, which is very difficult. Normally I just use Face ID, but
we place it. Look, Amanda Love, if Justin can't get this together, you're next. Don't start. Somebody's jumping on here with me tonight. I will talk to another human being other than this screen or when people talk. You play Sims though? Like, all right, I gotta ask though, Francis, which Sims? It's downloading. I didn't even know there was, like, you're making me go look right now. Is there a StreamYard app? Like a StreamYard app? Is there a StreamYard app? Let me see this. Oh, there is a StreamYard app.
Yeah, it says StreamYard guest.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Join a studio as a guest. So I didn't know that was even a thing.
Okay, so I gotta get to you now. What do I have to do now?
So what I would say is go back to the original link that I sent you and click on that, and then it should automatically open your phone and open the app. This Sims 4. See, I never got in. I played a little bit of Sims, Francis, but I always liked Civ better. It is entertaining right now. This is. I was always a bigger fan of Civ, especially when you played it on a console. Listen, Francis. Don't start. What is this BS? This BS is you're going to get an opportunity live on the show to see my brother. Nobody's ever. I've never seen him live. This is about. We're going to meet each other for the first time on Sunday. So this is an exclusive. You start your crap with me. I'm up. This is like, Leisure Suit Larry was absolutely an amazing game.
Can you just get my shot? I need some. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna have
Yep.
some roommate.
Now he's got his roommate. This is great. I love this. This is what. This is what I needed. I needed some form of
Content for your brother.
not embarrassment. No, it's more like I just needed a conversation thing to go. I was all completely ready to talk to my guest tonight. He was like, he's this. I have to get that fan.
Brother,
Like,
I'm trying to.
you'll get it. I have faith in you. But I had like an entire show ready to go. Like, the guy's a relationship coach. He works with women that for like wealthy women in relationships. Like, he had like his whole thing. He's relationship and dating coach for successful business women. And I was like, this is going to be very interesting because I'm very curious of topics like that. Like, how does this work? And yeah, didn't show up. And yes, I would like, if you can get that fan to me, I think he'll think that's great. Did you ever play? Now I have to ask Francis, Leisure Suit Larry, did you play it like PC version or did you ever play the console version? Because they actually had early PlayStation version of Leisure Suit Larry, which was hilarious.
Please. String door.
This is great. Oh, we're still brothers, Nathan. Don't worry about it. I got you, man. But this is great. I have no idea what's going on. No one does.
Instructions on how to open it up. It's not when I click it, it's just.
This is great. So, well, while he's trying to figure this out, I can just ask Justin, if you want, I'll just ask you questions. While I'll just keep the mic close to the phone while you're trying to figure this out. You there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Did you figure it out?
No, he's not. He's got where he's at the point where he's blown it up so you can see it. He can't eye problem.
Oh, please tell me that, Justin, I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart. Please tell me that you and another visually impaired guy are trying to blow up something on a phone because neither one of you can see it.
I can't, but he can. But he just. I'm not totally blind. I have a blind spot.
I can't wait to get home to Baltimore this weekend. Oh, Justin, this is great. You know that, right? You have made my night. And I'm not picking on you. Please don't take it that way. It's just, I was looking for content.
Sean, can you send me a direct link from your regular message account?
Yeah. Yeah, it's right in your Justin Wayne messenger.
No, send it to my regular phone number, not my Facebook. Just send me a link to my regular phone number.
I did that.
I didn't get that.
You didn't get that. Okay. Let's see if I can try that again.
Okay.
It says you read it. What do you mean you didn't get it? You read it. I'm looking at it.
That's weird. Hold on.
Copied. I'm going to send it again. Paste.
Okay.
Send.
Message.
I just sent it again.
Okay.
It says delivered.
Okay. Yeah, but it's not clickable for some reason. It's not letting me. Okay, let's copy it and paste it in the thing. Okay, copy.
See, like I click on it and it's working here.
See, it doesn't. On me, it doesn't. It goes to. It goes to something weird. It's
Do you have an email, Justin? I won't put it out on the air. What is your email?
okay. WayneTaz44@me.com.
Wayne, what is it?
WAYNE. Wayne.
All right.
Tasmanian double.
Taz.
44.
Oh, how the hell do you spell Tasmanian?
Yeah, T-A-Z. T-A-Z. Taz.
Okay, Taz.
44 at yahoo.com.
This is great. The show will be over by the time we get this figured out. All right, I just emailed it to you.
Did I just get it? I might have just seen it. Sorry.
All right. I just sent it to you. I just emailed it to you. See if that one works. This is great. This is how technology works for me, folks. You can ask Nate or anybody else who's been on the show. My technology always glitches. There's no reason.
Got it.
Did you get the email? Are you? Is it an iPhone or do you have a jitterbug?
Yeah, 100. Okay.
Say what?
It's Enter Studio, and
Enter Studio. Click it.
you are on a call. You'll need to. I got to end the call.
All right, end the call and I'll see you. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so let's see if this works. That might have been the problem the whole time. He was on the phone with me. Let's see if this works. This should be hilarious. This works. This will be great. Let's see. I need the Jeopardy music. I don't have that one. Holy shit. Look at this. He made it happen.
I think I did it.
This actually worked. Holy shit.
I can't believe it. I don't know what. Okay, well, I'm here.
You made it.
There you
Look
go.
at that.
Hey, believe me, it wasn't easy.
I just want you to know. Okay, so let's go through some things here real quick. So that everybody. So Justin is my brother, my actual biological brother. This is the first time that we've ever got any form of seeing each other. We're going to physically meet on Sunday. He was born in 1971. I was born in 1976. We have the same dad, but we never got to meet each other. And what's even wilder about this is we only got like 17 minutes of show left, Justin, just so you know. That was entertaining. Everybody was loving that. But what's even more interesting is his stepbrother was a buddy of mine in high school that we sat next to each other during lunch for 4 years. We may have even had classes. I don't remember who I had classes with in high school. That people that are like, oh, I had science with this person and math with that one. I'm like, I don't remember none of that shit. Like,
I never remember that crap.
No. I remember 0.0. I have to tell you something right now that we get to see each other. Your hairline comes from your mother's side of the family.
I noticed that.
There's no, like, none of us are bald. I just want you to know that. So your hairline comes from that side.
Yeah, I knew that even before, because of genetics, it actually naturally comes from your father's mother.
Okay, so that's where your hair comes from.
Yeah, it comes from your father's mother.
So, okay, now you're on here. This is not only had you never been on listened to a podcast before we met, you've never been on one. So what do you think now?
Well, literally, I've never watched one except for two of yours.
So now you're on one. What do you think?
It's like watching the news.
Just not good. Just not good news. Not professional in any way.
I totally disagree. You I don't watch news, but I watched at least two of your shows now. So to me, that's very impressive because it takes a lot to get me to sit and, listen to anything for an hour that's not funny or violent.
You're violent. Fair enough. Well, let's get into some. So I got to ask some questions. It's me and you. It's here. It's just the two of us. Oh, you got somebody sneaking up behind you. Look at that. Watch him. Sneaking up on you.
Eric, it's one of my other roommates.
Eric, did you say his name is Eric?
His name's Eric.
Okay. So let me ask this question. So now that we're on here, I got to ask, what was your first thought when you found out, like, hey, I have a brother that's like biologically, this is my brother?
Well, I mean, well, I don't know. It very much surprised me. Um, it's hard to describe finding something like that out. I think the hardest thing was, finding out that our dad had passed away. Uh, but finding out that you had 8 kids and stuff really excited me, and how everyone welcomed me. Just, I mean, you made it very clear that you just didn't care, and uh, you made me feel very welcome, and so does everyone else in our family. Uh, my Aunt Rita can't wait to meet you.
So now
Yep.
I'm assuming that's somebody, one of your mom's sisters.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so who else? I mean, we got to figure out. I mean, you picked a diner in Baltimore. Is it a diner? Is it a diner?
I've never been there. I spoke to a good friend of mine who is a lawyer and a judge in Cockeysville, and he told me the best place to go to breakfast is there.
All right, we'll have to figure that one out. Because I'm rolling with about 5 deep on that day. So they need to be prepared. Is it in the city or in the county?
I'm sure it's downtown. He doesn't go to the county, so I'm sure it's like somewhere in Fells Point or right downtown.
That's such a Baltimore thing, folks. Like, it's all Baltimore, but are you city? Are you county?
Yeah, if you're in the county, you stay in the county. If you're in the city, you stay in the city. Pretty much.
I've tried to explain this to somebody. We recently, probably within the last 2 years, was the first time I went to Third Eye Comics in Annapolis.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized when I got there, I grew up in Baltimore and had never been to Annapolis. Never.
Once or twice. I think I've been there once or twice for boat shows.
And I was like, I have no idea. And even my mother, I was like, you ever been to Annapolis? She's like, I don't think I have. And she's been in Baltimore since she was 13. That's Baltimore, folks. If you ain't got no business to go there, you don't just travel there.
Oh my God. The number of people that I know that have been outside of the state, more or less the city, like about that much. Most people don't leave Baltimore. Like they don't leave Maryland. A far trip to them is like New York.
I will tell you the best example of that I ever saw was, did you ever watch The Wire when it was on?
Yeah.
There was a scene where
It was filmed in my house in Fells Point.
What?
Yes. One of the shows was filmed in my house. They paid me like $800 or something like that.
Really?
It was a crack house.
Congratulations on that. I mean,
it was before I moved into it, but I bought a shell, and they paid me to rent the shell.
oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So here, son, come around for a second. Well, here's one of my kids, one of many. So this would be Dylan. So that gentleman right there, see where it says Justin, you can't hear because I got my earbuds in, but that would be your uncle.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Yeah, that's how everyone in this household is. Like, oh, hi, we're related. Moving on.
Yeah. just another uncle, cousin.
That's it. Like there's a lot of us. So you find out that you have a ruggedly handsome brother that no longer lives in Baltimore. How is knowing me, and this is going to be about me for a minute because I just needed a moment. How has knowing me changed your life?
Honestly, it changed a lot because of there's a lot of questions that I had that I didn't have answers to, and there's things that I know about myself that I never know. Where I got all my Italian from.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that I was Italian at all until I got the DNA test done.
You're not Italian. You're Sicilian.
Sicilian.
You're Sicilian. Let's be very clear. Huh?
That's part of Italy, isn't it?
Well, from a legal country standpoint, yes.
Okay.
But it's kind of like saying,
you're in New York.
Well, no, a better example would be the Samoan Islands, U.S. Samoa. they're U.S. citizens, but are they? But they're Samoans. Like we
Yeah.
know they're Samoan. It's the same idea. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, it's part of Italy from a country standpoint, but Sicily is Sicily. They even speak a different They speak a different dialect of Italian.
Okay. Well, see, I mean, I didn't, like I said, I never even knew I was Italian. I knew I was German, Jewish, uh, Nordic, but I didn't know I had any Italian in me until the DNA test was done.
So like, were you expecting when you took that DNA test, like, all right, this should start popping up. There's going to be some names popping up here.
Honestly, well, no one that, I honestly was praying that it wouldn't be another one of my uncle's, one of my aunt's husbands. There was a rumor. There was a rumor that it might be because of me and two of my cousins all three of us look like brothers. Like,
So
so they thought maybe he was my father, actually.
that would have been, that would have made it for a hell of a family reunions.
Oh, wouldn't it?
At least you wouldn't have to worry about, did you know them?
Oh, you were seeing that was the other thing. That was always a scary thing to, you might end up meeting your sister or your brother or whatever, and end up, you know, having sex, having a kid with them or something, and not even know it.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
It's 27 is when I found out that the person I was named after wasn't my father. But
Gotcha.
point on, I was just like, wow, that was just like a scary thing in the back of my head. Always thinking, you could end up having sex with someone and be related to them and not even know it.
Well, I'll tell you what's more interesting to me is your middle name. Your middle name is more interesting to me.
Well, because of it's Wayne on both sides, and my uncle's name is Wayne on our side, plus on my mother's side, plus the person who I'm named after, who is no blood relation to me. His name is Wayne.
Well, and that was our grandfather is Wayne.
Yeah.
So you can now actually tell people, no, my middle name is after my grandfather.
Or my uncle on my mother's side.
You could do that too, but you
Yes,
could go.
but I can do it on both. I can do it on both. Actually, I was thinking about getting rid of it completely and just switching it to Justin Murphy.
So, well, you were in the, like, how difficult is that to change your last name?
About $350 and a 2-week ad in the paper.
Why do you have to run an ad in the paper?
In case you are trying to, if you owe people money or something, or you're getting a divorce or something like that, it gives the person who you owe money or who you're divorcing or anything like that a way to prove that.
Hey, you shouldn't change your name. You're this person or that person. That's interesting.
Well, yeah, just so that so for example, I owe you $500. Once I change my name to uh, Justin Murphy, Justin Goldstraw owed you that money. Justin Murphy didn't, and it changes debt-wise. It changes things.
Gotcha. Well,
My
I mean,
my credit score went up dramatically when I changed my last name.
well, we'd be more than happy to have you as a Murphy. Now, what do you think that would do, like, on that side of your family, though? Like, if you were like, hey, look, I should have been a Murphy from the start. I'm going ahead and changing it to Murphy. Do you think they would say anything?
Oh, everybody would totally stand by me, except for possibly my mother, who I don't know. I don't know how.
Another thing.
But I
can I ask that question? Should I? I'm going to ask that question. Does she know yet?
Yes, I finally have talked to her about it.
And how did that go over?
Like a freight train.
Like a fart in church?
Yeah, exactly. It was over. It was over as quick as it happened.
Really, it was just like, hey, I know who my dad is, and I met my brother, and she was like, fine, moving on.
Yeah, basically. It's
Really?
Very, okay.
Well, I just wanted you to know, like, here on, Facebook sends you like suggested people that you may know. She's been popping up on my people I may know.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like she's been popping up like, hey, this is somebody you may know. And I'm like, I can't, should I? Like,
No,
listen,
I
I'm
wouldn't.
not trying to be an instigator in no way, shape, or form. I'm just saying it popped up and I was like,
I'm sure my
well,
aunt probably sent you one. Her name is Rita
answer?
or Susan Locklear.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Let's see. What's the name? Hold on. I got to switch. I'm on my show Facebook page. I have to, what's her name?
Rita Raymond.
Rita, Rita.
Yep.
I have a Rita. No, Rita. I have Rita Marie. I have Rita Marie, who is the first female um, referee in professional wrestling, is a friend of mine.
Yep.
Rita
No,
Marie, but no other
no,
Rita.
she said she was going to send you a request. I don't know. If
What's the last name? What's her last name?
Raymond.
Just like it sounds.
Yep. RAYME.
I have one. Well, I found her. She popped right up.
Redhead
Yep,
and
she popped right up.
mutual friend of mine. Yeah,
Yep, one mutual friend, Rita Raymond.
that'd be me.
That's her. Interesting.
Yes, you can send her a friend request. She'll accept it.
Here, I sent her.
Wanted
Only
you to.
so you-
She said she was going to do it for you, but she probably just forgot. She does that a lot. She gets overwhelmed.
Oh, look at this. Have a great day for your birthday, Justin. Love you always. Oh, look at that. So popped right up. So, all right, Justin. So we're like, this was your first kind of like coming out as well, not your first coming out. I mean, obviously.
We're about 40 years. That.
Well, we missed that by a pretty good stretch there, but so but yeah, so you got a chance. You're on. You've had a lot of firsts. This is your year of firsts.
Definitely.
Lot of firsts. We're gonna get a chance to meet for the first time on Sunday. And look, folks, for those of you that hung out with me and through my guest not showing up, my brother getting a pop on, that was a special treat for everyone. I can't tell you how much I'm glad we got this chance. That way, when he shows up to the restaurant, I'll know who it is. Wouldn't have known really who it was. All of his pictures, he's wearing like a hat and everything. And I understand why. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, I understand. But we got to do this. If you enjoyed this and you like the fact that, look, if on a fly, we can change things up, we can make it happen here on the show. It's always one of those kind of things. Make sure you're subscribing on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, X, Instagram, TikTok. We've got our website, theabovethebarpodcast.com. Email theabovethebarpodcast@gmail.com. Justin, like you're in Baltimore. Not that like you really are doing club dates or anything, but anything new in your world before we get ready to close this out that people should know about?
I mean, not really. It's Baltimore. They did open a new club, but I don't know what it's called yet. There's something in the at the old power plant downtown.
A buddy of mine used to be the show promoter down there. A buddy of mine, Gaetano Avarillo, was the promoter at the clubs down there. So I don't know if now you want to talk about a real Italian, Gaetano Avarillo, who's a bricklayer. Like, you don't get much more Guinea than that. Yeah, like,
That's pretty. Yeah, definitely.
like he's got me beaten on all those things. He was like a bricklayer, the whole 9 yards. But just if it makes you feel any better, I was always the Italian kid with the Irish last name that nobody believed was it Italian. Nobody bought into it, with blonde hair at that. So
Yeah, I mean, well, that's so funny because it's like no one even knew I was Italian except for the people that ate my cooking. And then they
the proof was in the pudding, huh?
if I ate, proof is in the pudding. That's definitely true. Anybody that has my lasagna says it's the best they've ever eaten.
Well, that's good stuff. Well, look, we're getting ready to log off on here. Don't just shut it off. I'm going to close the show down. We're going to talk for a minute. But how we do on every single show there, Justin, because you've caught a couple of these. Maybe you picked up on this or not. I don't know. But the guest always gets the final word. So what's the final word for tonight?
Can't wait to see you, brother.
Alrighty, folks, be sure to push your stool in.
This has been a Second Front podcast presentation found on Apple, Spotify, and wherever podcasts can be found.